Hi everyone, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 13. For those of you that are new, thanks for stopping by. All my old friends, thanks. I love reading your comments. It is the 13th day of Vlogmas. My name is Kiara. I live in Northwest Arkansas. No, I'm not from Northwest Arkansas because you're all gonna hear the accent. I am originally from New York. I've lived here for a bit over 5 years now. We love it. I am a wife, mom. I work in special education as a para, love it. I also have special needs children, so it's just a great fit. So let's get right into it, guys. I have a finish. I'm so excited I was able to sit at my Juki. For those that don't know, this is my primary machine. It's a Juki TL2000QI straight stitch machine. I also am going to dig out probably my Juki 2000 QPP. I haven't used it since we moved into this house, but I want to use it. I need to use the zigzag for something in the blanket stitch. So I'm going to bring it down into the sewing room and find somewhere. I think I'm going to actually sit it over here when I'm not using it, where I used to have the embroidery machine. Now that the embroidery machine has a new home on a different table, because I want, for 2026, I want to get into applique, and I don't want to do applique on a straight stitch. I would like to do a blanket stitch around it sometimes, or a zigzag. So I will need to dig out my other Juki. I prefer to do quilting on my straight stitch, and I like if I do domestic quilting, because I don't free motion on this. I free motion on my Handy Quilter Moxie, and for those of you that have asked, yes, it is completely self-guided. Before I ever buy a computer for that, I am going to upgrade my embroidery machine, so that will require some serious saving on my part. So I will be guiding that quilting along. I bought my Moxie when they first came out. I like it. I would love to get a bigger machine. I'm in what would be the fourth bedroom in our house. This was originally going to be my son's bedroom. For those of you that don't know, my son is level 3 profoundly autistic. I'm not up on what the current terms is. My son is just turned 18. We've been in this autism world a long time. He's nonverbal. He's about a 3-year-old intellectually. So he does not sleep in this bedroom. He would elope from this bedroom. And there's no other bedroom here that I would feel safe with. So he has a bed in our room, my husband and mine's room. I have a huge master, and it's fine. That way, we also get more sleep because he also has epilepsy. So if we're there, if a seizure happens. So I don't have room. In New York, I had a huge craft room. I had our entire basement for crafting. So I had my heat press set up. I had my embroidery set up on one table, my two sewing machines and 2 embroidery machines. And then I had a scrapbooking table, which eventually went to be my cutting table. So it was just a huge setup. I don't have that kind of room here, because another thing a lot of houses in Arkansas don't have is basements. So I took over this bedroom, and I do have room for a 10-foot frame, but I have this set up to an 8-foot. If I ever want to do a king size quilt, I'll suck it up and have it long armed. But otherwise, I will do it here. But otherwise, I have what I need here in space. I am not the most organized person in the world when it comes here. I clean about twice a year. I do a real deep cleaning, and I'll probably do it when I'm off next week after Christmas is done. I will start the new year, organize, and try to have places for the projects I want to work on, because I actually have to pull my projects again and decide what my goal projects to finish will be in 2026. I'm rambling, and it's not what I actually was going to come on here and talk about. So what was I going to come on here and talk about is that I have a finish. And I am so excited. This is something that I have wanted to do since I originally saw this pattern come out in 2024. Erica Made, she does a monthly series every year of different things, either table toppers, pillows, and she has a coordinating cross stitch with them. So now I just have to do the cross stitch, and I'm probably going to start that after I get done here because I would like to do it. And it would get me a little bit in the Christmas spirit, even though I should probably pull out my sampler to do it. So it's this pillow. This was a December monthly pillow, and I had actually last December pulled all the fabric for this, and it was sitting all kitted up. I had starched my fabric and everything. So this is it, and you've already seen the top. So this was it. It took me a couple days to do it because, like I said, I work full time. So today I came home and I quilted it. And then I had to trim it because I wasn't paying attention when I cut my backing, and I cut my backing too short. And the backing I really liked it, and it was going to look really good. I mean, it's fine. It is what it is. I like it. I'm going to go put it in after. And here's my envelope back. Except I read her directions wrong in my envelope back. It's going to be good to get this in here but it won't gap, so it's okay. This is a really old fabric I have. It was left over from Rudolph fabric from when I made Rudolph dresses for my nieces. And I was holding it to do more Rudolph stuff, but I just never did it. So the colors go really good with the front. So I'm really excited that that's done. Tomorrow I'm going to get up. I have a couple orders I have to get done over the weekend for sublimation. I have a huge name tag order I need to finish doing. And then I have some ornaments I have like 8 ornaments I have to do for an order. Everything is all printed except the ornaments, but they are all designed. And then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to finish the cuddle up quilt because I want that done, and I want to display it on my quilt ladder for the rest of Christmas. And I have about 3 to 4 rows to finish quilting it. Yes, the Moxie is a 15-inch throat, the one I have. Probably if I was ever going to upgrade, I might just upgrade to a Moxie XL, which is an 18-inch, which to me, I think is big enough. If I could get a Moxie XL without having to get the frame too, I probably would do that in an instant because I already have the frame. And I have when I bought mine, I got a light bar for free as the perk. So, there's that. Yeah, that's totally self-driven. I have to get more excited. I do a lot of meandering just because I get in a groove and I don't think about what I'm doing, and I don't really plan how I'm going to quilt my quilts. I used to, but now I don't. And a good meander looks good on anything. And I do loopy meanders, or I do ones with stars, or I've done them with hearts. So I vary them a little bit. I would love to take a quilting course, but they're all so expensive. So I'm just going to have to one day break down and just practice on stuff. So I have this finish and I'm so excited. So hopefully tomorrow I can show you another finish, because if I get the cuddle up quilt done, I am going to bind it right away, because I might actually make the binding right now. But I have the binding already for it, so I would like to show that. So that's what I have for you today. I'm so excited. I'm going to go stuff this in the pillow. And I think I'll probably take a picture and put it at the end. So yay me for getting a finish. And I'd like to work on some other projects, but I don't know what. I don't know if I want to start. Here's the thing. We'll chit chat for a minute. I don't know if I want to start another Christmas project. I have a couple things I have to make. I need to make some ornaments on the embroidery machine. I want to make 2 for my nephews, and I need to make my kids them. So I am not sure that I want to do that before school's out. I do need to do my nephews, but It requires me using my clunky software, Stitch Buddy, the clunkiest software known to man. Someday I will buy in Brilliance. I'll just break down and buy it. I'm being cheap again, guys, and I don't know why I'm being so cheap for stuff for me. But that's what's going on. I made an ornament at school, and I forgot to take a picture of it, which I'm sad because that means I won't have a whole set to show of our kids. I found a great idea on TikTok, and I loved it. It's these ornaments from Hobby Lobby, and you go in Canva and you make silhouettes. It's really a fun one. But that's what's going on with me. I will talk to you all hopefully in the next day or so. I'm going to try to do a couple things so I have some stuff to show you next week. Next week is a crazy week at school. I'm supposed to go out tonight. I'm not feeling the best. There's some kind of sickness going around the school, so I decided to stay home. So I really don't want to be sick for the holidays. So I'm going to go stuff the pillow. I'm going to take a picture of it. I'm going to upload this for tomorrow morning, for Saturday, and I will talk to you all soon. All right, everybody? Bye.